Bonjour. Bonjour, and welcome to Fiction After Lunch. I'm Mindy.
I'm Sam.
And I'm scared.
You are scared.
Why are you scared, Meck?
I'm scared because this might be the spookiest episode we've ever done in the whole podcast series, because now we are standing on an old graveyard.
Yes, and hearing cars in the background and people working and stuff.
Yes.
And the sun is shining on us.
Yeah, it's a nice day today.
It's a very nice day, and we are like hiding in like, it's not really like a graveyard that you know, which is like cared about.
Of course,
but
we all care about the dead.
no, no. I mean, normally it's very clean, and you like people can go there and I don't know what's it called, put flowers on the grave of the
Bring their
loved
relatives.
ones. Yeah, and here it's more like very old and almost falling down graves.
Yes,
I just looked behind me and there are like 2 graves falling down.
those
like,
tombstones are from mostly the 19th century, and it's not very much taken care of anymore. And there are all sorts of plants. It seems like those, what are they called again? These, not haunted places, but lost places. In a way.
like a lost
Exactly.
place a little bit.
Yeah.
And it was also very weird, like we are now also in Sam's village again. And she was like, okay, let's go to the graveyard and record the episode because there are no people. And I was like, okay, but normally to a graveyard there are people going there.
But that's
And then she showed
exactly
us the way.
that's the reason why I am scared, because first of all the setting, then it's quite proximate to the settlements of other people, so there might be fans stalking us right now.
Yeah, fans hiding behind the trees or something.
Or they're raising from the dead. Who knows?
Oh my god, what kind of fans do we have?
I don't know. Ask yourself.
Ask yourself. But okay, so the listener knows that we are now again at Sam's place. The last episode we also recorded at Sam's place, where Sam wrote a very nice chapter.
Stay tuned, we'll release the GPS coordinates in the end.
You can find us on Instagram. We will show you
Of
all of the
course.
GPS. No.
No, you cannot.
No, we will not. Because Sam is responsible for this and she will not let us. And I think it's okay. But, Meck, this is also the first time for you visiting Sam's place.
Yes.
What do you think about it?
Great.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Yes.
What do you think about her dog? She behaved very
adorable,
good, actually.
Adorable. I made a new friend. I usually don't look for friends because they might disappoint me.
Oh,
But now I have found a new dog friend, and I am very satisfied.
yeah, I
Of
think
course
after
I
you
am.
gave her some food, she was very like,
Yes,
maybe I like this guy.
I,
He's also petting me all
I
the
could
time.
I could buy a new friendship with food, which is, as I guess, the way it works.
Yeah, maybe you should try go to other people and give them like a Snickers or Kinder Bueno or something.
Some strangers on the street. Oh, you look nice. Would you care for some food?
You can have some food.
Do
Come
you-
to
do
my
you-
house. I have food there.
Do
Come
you
to my
like me
van.
now?
I have sweets.
I also have rabbits for you. Oh my
No, there
god.
are certainly no personality issues here. No.
No,
Not at all.
We have, yeah. And and yes, so today
There are also many ants around here, yes. So, you're right.
So yeah, we
And
are standing like
on
there are a
ants.
lot of plants actually between us, and we stand like in an approximate meter of 1 meter apart, less than 1 meter. And my head is almost inside of a tree.
I am inside of a
Inside
tree.
Sam is a tree. Sam became a tree during the episode.
The eco-friendliest podcast you've ever heard.
Ever. Okay, and so regarding today's episode, I wrote the chapter.
Regardening.
Regardening. Oh, gardening. Oh my god. I can't believe you did it.
I know I told you to please be quiet because I live here, but I'm the one who
You
wants
live
to
here,
scream.
exactly.
You're
Yeah.
the one who wants to scream because
On the graveyard.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh. Well,
well,
your life choices.
yeah. So, okay, because my chapter is quite long actually.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe similar to yours the last time. Maybe a little bit less.
So you're up to take the full dive today?
Yeah, I really want to
Oh
go into the
my.
chapter. I have so much stuff that I want to talk with you about. And I think you will be very... Maybe
Upset.
not disturbed.
Upset.
It's not disturbing, I
Upset,
think. It's
will we?
more... I put more dialogue and there will be a lot of like reading from you to
Again, effort.
myself. I put effort inside of it. Yeah. Not like the last chapter.
That's some news.
I put more effort into it than the last time.
I just remembered something. We need to talk about what we ate.
The lunch! Yeah, we didn't had like her mother, like Sam's mother cooked for us. So we decided not to take a picture because we were sitting at the table and we were like, okay, my phone is in the next house. Should I just go over to the house and take a picture for Instagram or should I just enjoy
It was
the
delicious. So
food? So we decided
Yes.
against it. So what did we eat?
Who wants to pronounce it?
Maybe you can do it best because it's your family.
I think it's called Samalutza in Foy de Viza.
oh yes, you nearly nailed it. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
What would you say?
What was it called again?
I'm not going to say it again.
Was it Sarmalutze?
Yeah.
Sarmalutze in Foy de Vita.
Yeah. And what exactly is it?
It's meat,
Oh, minced meat.
minced meat inside of leaves of the
My leaves, I don't know.
vine leaves.
Are
Is
they
it the same
called
in
like that? I
English?
don't know. I don't know
I'm
how they
not
call
sure.
it in.
It's a very typical Romanian dish. So
Yeah, it's the leaves of the vineyard. I'm not sure how to say it.
Delicious.
Yeah,
was
it
very
was
delicious.
delicious.
And we also had like a very nice dessert. Which
Oh,
was
I have
also
a picture
Romanian.
of the dessert. We
But,
can put that one.
But the first dessert that we had today.
Yes, I also have a picture
Oh,
of
you have
it.
a picture
Yeah,
of
I
it?
sent it to a
Which
friend.
of
Oh,
the
perfect.
10
Do you also remember the name
desserts?
of this one?
Oh no, I cannot say that.
Do you remember the name? It was also a
It
Romanian one.
included
Con. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I also don't know, but it was like, how's it called? Duff filled with
Plum.
plum marmalade,
yes,
kind
sweet
of.
sweet horns filled with plum jam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you will see it on our
Yes.
Instagram, and it's typical Romanian, and it was very tasty.
Mm-hmm.
And the second picture, which will be eaten actually tomorrow, but
We will eat the picture.
yeah, we will eat the picture. Do you know this paper that you
So
can
we
eat that
can
we had
can
during
deliver you
childhood?
deliver you the listeners some very deep insights.
You will get a postcard that you can eat, and then you can have you can eat the cake because
You can eat
tomorrow,
the cake in form of
today
postcard.
is a special day, but tomorrow will be a more special day because your birthday will be tomorrow, and
Yes.
we will be here to celebrate it, and we will eat a very nice cake that we only took a how's it called, a glimpse of it today, because it needs to stay like for today in the fridge.
Yes.
Your mom and you yourself helped in baking it, I think.
I think my mom did it mostly alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She already told us like how like difficult it is to do this cake. Like every
Yeah.
10 minutes you need to put it into the fridge or something, she told us.
Yes, because it has several layers of cake and cream and
Chocolate.
syrup and chocolate and
It will be a
sweets and-
diabetes bomb.
Yes.
I'm really looking forward to tomorrow, so you will also get a picture of this one because it looks just amazing.
I am
Yes.
already looking forward to the bomb igniting.
Yes.
So
And let's go to the next bomb because this is a
Oh.
very good
What
transition.
a
The best one.
segue.
What a segue. So,
what? Are these those rollers, those Segway ones?
yeah.
It's called like that when you...
We weren't paid for the name to say the name, so
We are not paid for anything actually.
Yeah.
All names from brands, I told you, we get not paid by
there are
anything.
reasons why we have to live on an old graveyard.
Yeah.
We need to record, we
'Cause we
don't have a
can't.
studio or anything.
We can't afford anywhere else.
Yeah, and no one knows that we are doing this podcast actually, so we need to do it on a graveyard.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter, it makes it more like, how's it called, exciting.
Yes.
So, what excitement have you prepared for us?
Yes, I have a lot of excitement for you. And there will be a lot of POV change and there will be a lot
Ooh.
of different readings, so we need to be very
Ah.
careful who's reading right now. I
Okay.
already told you your colors. Your color was violet,
Yeah.
you was blue, and mine is yellow. So,
Let's start a band called Violent Blue. Sounds nice.
violet, blue, yellow.
No, that's
okay,
too
I
much
will leave
colours.
out. You can do the band.
One colour's enough.
Okay, but as always, Sam is allowed to read the title.
Excuse me.
Yay.
No. I'm terribly sorry. You'll have to be more proper. Use more proper language. As we know, you have to see bottom.
Bottom.
Bottom follows.
Bottom follows. I don't get him. Do you get him?
No.
No? Okay, Meg, I will just ignore what you just said and try to go into the chapter and try to be as polite
You'll
as
understand
I can.
when you listen again.
Maybe when I will listen to it, it will be like, oh my god, what is he
Yes,
saying?
a great pun you missed.
And oh yeah, maybe we also need to say what happened in the last chapter. I kind of forgot. I remember. Claire and Kay have been in on the road and we're driving over tomato plants all the time, which are attacking every people and they are absorbing and killing people all the time. So this is information for Meck maybe because he didn't listen to the last. He was not there.
I did, of course I did, but I don't want to spoil you.
Yeah, you listened. Okay.
Yeah, I do. Oh, of course. I
the
do.
episode that was not published yet. You listened already.
We have, of course, because I am all-knowing.
All-knowing being.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. And I think, they drove over Lucy, who was responsible for freeing the tomato plants, who are killing people now. And now Lucy is in the car and they want to go to the hospital.
Sounds reasonable.
This was a part.
This was an important plot point. Furthermore, I'm using big words. And we had a part about Floppy and Lisa, in which Floppy came home from going shopping and met with Lisa. And they were watching the news together and found out what was happening with the tomato plants. And Floppy mistakenly thought that
Walter
was responsible for...
What is the name of the characters? I forgot.
I wanted to say his husband was responsible for the tomato plants, and he left the house in a hurry.
Yes, because he wants to end, because Walter was kind of famous for doing weird stuff or something.
Not that kind of weird stuff.
Not that
He was ouch. He was
Hurt. Terribly hurt.
maybe, but more importantly, he was responsible for...
I think his inventions that he
Oh my.
sometimes... Because he was talking with Amber and he was like, oh, I'm not responsible for the tornado coming to the city or for the electricity, how's it called, blackout in the village. So it seems like sometimes he's doing this kind of stuff. And Floppy is thinking that he's also responsible for the tomato plant army and kind of said that he wants to end it all. So in the last episode we were making jokes about that he wants to punch Walter in the face, but from the sentences itself it seems like he wants to kill him. So
Please don't kill Walter.
Well, we'll
so this
see.
is important for this chapter, by the way.
So we're going to see what might happen.
Yeah, so we have Floppy who is now on the way to Walter's house. We have Claire and Kay and Lucy being in a car on the
run from the
run
tomato
and trying to
plants.
go to the hospital because Lucy is hurt.
Yeah,
She was hit by the car.
Yes.
great.
yes.
I understood that.
Yes. And what happened to Mandy and Zim?
Jim.
Mandy finally managed to steal the microwave.
Yes, and she
Well,
was...
the one microwave.
She was fighting tomato plants with the microwave, by the way,
This was a great
on
scene.
her high heels.
The
Yes.
most expensive microwave that has ever been crafted.
Yeah, she needs to pay her rent, man.
And-
Can you understand?
And high heel, of course.
Yeah.
Why?
Where she always hides knife in.
Yeah, all those, yes. Well,
Always.
just for practical reasons.
Yeah, and Jim is just like, oh yeah, my tomato plant babies are so awesome. And then they started to attack Jim, and he was like, oh,
Screw you.
maybe I should just kill the tomato plants which are attacking me, because if I kill the tomato plants, it will also kill the people who are inside of the tomato fruit,
Bring
who are already
drought.
absorbed.
Good.
So this is now the point.
So, they are attacking tomato plants, lots of people on the run, and what's the name of the chapter again?
Chapter 17, the beginning of the war.
This is already a mistake. Okay, so I will read the first POV, which is not so long. And we are now in Walter's basement.
Sorry.
There was only one immense water tank there. The lights were flickering until the power stopped. There was silence. No beeping of machines anymore. and something in the tank started moving. It made uncomfortable growling sounds, similar to the sound of broken chalk on a blackboard. The glass of the tank got cracks, and POV changed to Floppy, who is now reading Meck. So you're reading the POV.
Floppy.
Well, it's also narrator's voice, I see.
Yeah, you're the narrator's voice.
good.
You're not reading Floppy himself because Sam is reading.
Good.
Oh.
So,
Oh,
Floppy was running through the streets, heading straight for Walter's house. He had to stop him. That can't happen again. The same as then. He saw how some tomato plants swallowed people and stored them in their tomato fruits. It was as if they were sucking the energy out of people in order to grow bigger and bigger themselves. It was a terrible sight. Everything was red. Floppy didn't know whether it was blood or tomato juice. Lifeless people and tomatoes lay everywhere. It was a massacre. It felt just like back then.
Wow.
I was in a good mood writing this, but
Interesting.
I was not feeling bad.
I want to find out what happens next. Oh, me.
Oh,
No,
wait, but here's first.
Floppy stepped over a dead tomato plant that he had just killed. His adrenaline started to rise. His sight became unclear, and his clear mind vanished. Not again.
Why, Walter, I put my trust in you and you abused it. You are the monster that I created, so I have to take care of it. No more innocent people must die.
Floppy fought while his teeth became pointy and his eyes got a greenish color, while he slashed another tomato plant with a knife.
This makes fun.
He chuckled and smiled distortingly.
Okay, so maybe we can stop here for a moment.
Okay.
So you didn't say any comments, so I think it's quite good written actually.
We see some sort of,
Effort?
no, yes,
No?
I can see the effort.
I can see the effort.
Okay, but by the way, we have some information
Show
now.
me
So
where-
Floppy is talking about something that happened back then, and the scenery itself looked like something that happened maybe in the war.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying something like that Walter is a monster that he created.
Genius inventor, scientist gone bad, or mad, or both.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe-
something like this.
Maybe he thinks it is his fault because Floppy was fighting in the war and Walter wanted to help him.
Mhm.
But while he helped him, he made stuff worse.
Maybe. So this
Oh, so romantic.
oh my god. I don't think killing innocent people is a romantic thing, but
Maybe a little.
maybe for Walter.
It's a matter of personal taste. I wouldn't consider this nightmarish vision as something romantic, but you're free
I
to
think
do
it's very
so.
romantic.
Ah, yes, of course. I take care of you with a knife.
Yes, actually it will become more romantic. Let's continue.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah. And okay, wait. So the next we have a POV change. No,
Yes.
Yeah. Now Sam will read.
X years ago, the war starts.
The
Sam is reading.
The X years are because I didn't knew when we should put the war. Or maybe it's still a secret. Something that we want to...
some years ago, or
Yeah, so maybe
back
some
then,
years,
back then,
Back then.
back then.
So the war starts. Let's see what happened. So it's now in the POV of Floppy.
When I met Walter, I was overwhelmed. He was the first person to accept and even love me. We lived with his daughters Lisa and Amber in a big house right in town. Amber seemed to be drawn to bad luck in the true sense of the word, and many people tried to make her live a living hell.
Her life.
Oh, it's written with an
That's a
F.
mistake. Her life a living hell.
Her life a living hell.
Yes.
Live is live, you know the song.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. She always came to me when she wanted to talk or cry, and I comforted her as good as I could. Walter
Ooh.
had problems dealing with these topics and left these for me.
Yes. So Floppy had kind of a good relationship to Amber.
And
Yeah.
you're in a rhyming mood.
What?
In a rhyming mood.
In a rhyming mood?
Yes.
Because why?
I comforted her as good as I could.
True.
Yeah.
Yes. Because Walter seems like not the person that you can go to and like, I have a problem.
Yeah.
People are bullying me. What can I do? And Walter's
Yeah.
just like, here, take this experiment or invention that I did to, I don't know,
Destroy
them.
them.
destroy them. So
Crush them.
he doesn't seem like the maybe emotional person, kind of. But
Okay.
yeah, let's see.
Lisa, on the other hand, was loved by everyone because of her very open-minded and happy manner and was everyone's best friend. Walter was a busy man who still took his time to care for his family. He was a self-employed scientist who kept creating new inventions in his basement. Walter has always been a weird man, but he never did experiments that could hurt anyone. On the contrary, most of his
Scrolling time.
Most of his experiments were insanely entertaining and fun. It was always a little adventure when he came.
When he...
Okay.
Oh, no.
There's a mistake, sorry.
That little
When he came.
adventure.
Not came.
Yes.
Came running upstairs.
Very adventurous. Yeah.
There's a romantic part.
Yes. When he came running.
The next sentences will make this better,
Yes,
actually.
then, yes.
I believe it. Okay, please continue reading. It will become better.
No, it's,
Sam is
it's
dying
enough.
of laughter and, and Meg is just trying to understand what happens.
I do understand, I guess.
It was always a little adventure when he came running upstairs from the basement to the living room when I was playing video games with Lisa together and yelled,
Lisa! Whoopee! I finally did it!
his hair disheveled, out of breath, sweat drops running down from his chin from wearing his...
What's wrong, Sam?
I'm sorry.
It's just normal waiting.
I have a headache.
Oh no.
Breathe.
Sweat...
Some more.
Breathe more, Sam.
Please do it.
Sweat drops running down his chin from wearing his thick laboratory clothes, his eyes full of enthusiasm and wearing a huge smile on his face. Oh man, I fell new in love with him every time when I saw his expression. I like this. I'm sorry I
Goodness me.
butchered it.
It's completely okay. When I was writing this myself, I was like, oh my god, how should I write it? And it felt very weird writing this. His hair disheveled, sweat running down his chin. Like, what scene am I writing? Okay. And Meg is just standing there like, wide, open eyes, just like, okay, should I say something to this? No.
Once he took the phrase... Oh,
Yes.
Sorry. Once he took the phrase, it is raining cats and dogs, very literally, and produced a weather machine on the roof of our house, from which small baby dogs and cats fell. Fortunately, all of the animals fell from low height on the soft grass in our big garden, and none were harmed badly.
Badly.
Together it took us 6 months to find a new home for each of them in the neighborhood. Oh, I love this part of the story.
Really? Yay! I'm really glad that you liked it. I was like thinking about stuff that he could invent.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh my god, which could happen. And then we talked about like It Is Raining Cats and Dogs in one
Yeah.
episode. And it was like, okay, this might be a like fun thing to include. Like Walter is
A nice
kind
thing
of
to
me
animate.
as a child, trying to understand the phrase "It is raining cats and dogs" and taking
Yeah.
it very literally. So
Because there are also some very interesting animations Sam did regarding our not yet award-winning podcast. And it would be a nice thing to animate, like to
you
take
could
the
animate this.
I can
literal
try.
the saying "It is raining cats and dogs" from a very
Roof.
low
Roof of
height.
the house.
Yes,
Low height.
Yeah.
And they weren't hurt badly.
So we have to add "It is raining cats and dogs" from a very low height.
From a low height, but there's still a little bit of blood.
Oh yes.
I wanted to include a little bit of hurt.
What would a podcast be
pain.
without any blood? It would be boring.
Yes.
Yes.
Therefore,
You can also bore into your bones, and then you might find some blood. But-
do I remember? Did I?
Yes,
have
yes, you
blood
do.
in this chapter? I don't know.
Not yet.
Let's
You did
see.
now.
I did now.
Look away, look away.
No, wrong direction. The wrong
It
direction,
was the wrong
yes.
direction, okay.
One Direction.
The wrong and not V1.
Okay,
Is it?
you can continue.
Another time, he was investigating substances to change human emotions quickly and developed the smiling
The smiling juice.
also known as alcohol.
It's maybe something to... Maybe. Maybe you will get the connection.
He gave it to me or Lisa when we were fighting. Okay, this sounds less cute.
Yes.
Drinking this juice made us so hyped that we totally forgot what we were fighting about in the first place. Thinking back, maybe this was not how you deal with problems in your family. Okay. I'm back to liking it.
You're back to liking
Yeah.
it? With the last sentence, maybe you
Yeah.
shouldn't do this.
Now you
Officer,
You saved
no.
it.
Officer, don't arrest me. I'm not doing drugs. I'm just drinking my smiling juice.
smiling. Oh, this sounds so bad.
Sounds very bad. Like just
It's been
like a bottle.
it's been prescribed to me by my doctor. You know. I
the
have
smiling juice?
to take the smiling juice.
Oh, what kind of
I
smiling juice
must
do you
take
get?
the smiling. I forgot
Okay.
because it makes me what exactly?
It makes you smile.
What,
yeah, and
what
happy.
does- what do you talk about? Who
He
are you?
forgot.
Let's continue.
Too much smiling juice for Meck.
I remember. Yes, the smiling juice. Yes.
Yeah, the smiling juice. But there's one thing I wanted to have the connection with. I introduced this smiling juice because when you remember the start of the story,
Yes.
Jim went into the basement and drank something that changed his emotions.
Oh my god.
A glass of milk.
And it was not a smiling juice. But you know that Walter was trying to invent stuff that you can
It
change
was
human
the
behavior.
crazy
Yeah.
juice of a horror juice of the
The hollow juice.
depression juice. I don't know.
Yeah, something that made you go insane or...
Angry juice.
Idiocy
Angry juice.
juice. Angry juice. Oh, that sounds better.
Sie
That's
dot
the
smiling
best idea.
juice.
Oh, look, here are some rotten plants.
Yes.
Which is
Ouch.
Ouch!
Careful.
no, it's
What are you
broken.
doing? Don't destroy the graveyard.
I broke the old rubbish plant.
Okay, Meck is...
It was dead already.
Yeah.
Don't
How
worry.
is it?
Thank you. I'm
Some
holding
plants
now
were
the.
harmed. Wow.
I hope this isn't poisonous.
So Sam will die during the process of this episode.
You won't
And also
remember.
Mac.
And also Meck.
Just take your
I will be
smiling
the only
juice.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But these years living with Walter and our family were the most beautiful years of my life. However, as everything has an end, this happiness.
Happiness.
Shit.
Happiness.
This is such a good sentence.
I feel so
However,
happy.
as everything has an end, this happiness shouldn't last forever because of the war.
Yes.
I was called up as a soldier as reinforcement for the Italian army, and the Italian government ordered Walter to support the war with new inventions. We didn't want to, but we knew that if we didn't win the war, it could negatively affect the future of Lisa and Amber, and a worse fate than death could happen to them. So we decided to help. I don't love this part.
Because
because
they
of the starting war.
exactly worse fate than death would await them because they would be lose their smiling juice and they would remember all
They
the
would
horrors.
say smile, maybe.
Yes, they go
Also-
completely insane.
Also, like, stylistically, negatively affect and a fate worse than death don't very fit together much.
Maybe because
Yeah.
the fate worse than death is maybe not only negative, but like...
It's like
the
really,
worst
really
that can happen.
negative, and negatively affect is like, nah. It's
You
like,
know, a fate worse than death, it's okay.
yeah.
You can
Yes,
live
it's
with it,
sort
you're not
of
dying.
a negative effect somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because negative effect could be like the grades drop like to a C, but, you know?
Okay. So,
Okay.
but
We-
what we know is that Floopy is now like... He was reinforcement for the Italian army, so we know that the Italian army and this country, we don't know what our country is.
Yes.
They are fighting together against like another, I don't know, against the world. I don't know. We don't establish this and we don't know this yet. But we know that he was called as a soldier, and Walter was called as a like scientist who was helping with his inventions. This sometimes happens in the war, that you get called and you need to do something for the state,
Yes.
for the country.
Sometimes
don't
even
want
paid.
Yes. My reading. Okay.
No, it's your time.
Last day home. Farewell. Floppy stood at the door in his army clothes. Walter looked at him, determined, while a cute little Lisa stood behind him and glanced with big eyes to Floppy.
Here, take this. It is a new prototype of a smiling juice. It will help you when you are in a total pity and you don't know what to do. It will give you courage and power.
Yeah, a new type of smiling juice.
Oh no.
Maybe something that we already know, by the way, because Floppy is behaving very similar to Jim at the beginning of the story. I just wanted to emphasize. So, Walter gave Floppy a small bottle with a liquid that looked similar like cola. Floppy took the bottle gratefully and put it into his big army bag.
Thank you, Walter.
Floppy stopped for a moment, thinking what to say.
It feels very hard to say this, but I need to tell him.
Floppy is thinking. With a lump in his throat, Floppy added,
Walter, if the case comes and I'm not coming back, I really, really hope that your inventions can end the war. That would make me the happiest man on earth.
Floppy tried smiling but failed miserably. He looked down.
I hate war. I don't want to go. I am scared. Help me, Walter.
What Floppy is thinking.
Yeah.
This is very casually like, help me, Walter. I'm scared. With an Italian accent, no.
Mindy, stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Exactly.
Mindy is punching herself in the face to stop Italian accent from working.
Stop hitting yourself.
What should I do?
Drink some smiling juice.
Do you have? I need to drink some smiling juice from your
Good.
father or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he has like cola. Because he was giving the drinks upstairs. What do you think?
Now go on, please.
Mac, you
Continue.
can go.
Maybe-
Okay,
maybe-
goodbye.
Maybe edit it out.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, but so Floppy got the different smiling juice that will give him power and courage, and Floppy is also saying when I don't come back and everything, Walter, please end the war
Yes,
with
I
your
understood.
inventions.
Yes.
So this is like kind of
Foreshadowing.
foreshadowing.
Yes.
Walter looked at him in shock and held Floppy's shoulders. He shivered.
Don't say that. You will come back. And then we will talk to your relatives about ourselves and become a real family.
Floppy looked at him with tears in his eyes, but smiled now a bit better.
That would be too good to be true.
Walter added very seriously,
That will become reality. So make sure you come back. Also, who cares then for Amber's problems and Lisa's abnormal positive behaviors? I can't take care of all this single father stuff by myself.
Oh. Oh no.
What?
No.
What do you think about no?
Ugh.
Because
Bad
he's very
father.
a busy bad man, kind of.
He's a busy bad man. He's of course a very busy bad man. Who's the busy bad man? He's the busy bad man. Yes, of course he's the busy bad man. He ain't got no time for busy bad man stuff.
I didn't use it as such a bad. I'm so sorry. Maybe because Mindy was saying to Walter in one chapter, "You are a bad man," and I was like always like, "Oh, Walter, bad man." Batman.
Oh, that's his name now, Walter Bad Man.
I think I said evil. You
Evil
are an
man.
evil old man. That's what she said. That's what she said.
Wow, so many.
I'll stick with a
jokes.
busy bad man. So,
Because I'm getting older. Tomorrow is my birthday.
So now we need to tell all jokes that
All
during our
adult
childhood
jokes,
before you die too soon tomorrow.
Excuse me?
Wow.
and
Wow.
here's for some ad break.
Floopy
Oh, here we
laughed.
are.
Yes, I can't imagine that.
Walter pouted a little and now crossed his arms. Floopy wiped his tears in a swift motion away and approached Walter. He gave Walter a quick surprise kiss with his bare nose. Walter's face turned completely wet, but he tried to stay as serious and calm as possible.
They are married. Surely they have kissed before.
Who knows? Maybe they are.
Oh my god.
But I really like the
Very deep.
sentence, like he gave Walter a quick surprise kiss with his bare nose. Because we need to.
Yeah, he's still a bear.
He's a bear.
Yes,
A
good.
green bear.
A green bear, yes.
With the busy old man.
Yeah, busy Batman.
Busy Batman.
Busy bear man.
Floopy smiled genuinely and turned to open the front door.
Wait,
Mini Lisa, who was behind Walter all the time, came forward.
Floopy, I have another present for you.
She held out a small handmade bracelet consisting of 3 threads of the colors ocean blue and skylight blue combined with a sunny yellow.
Take this with you. This will remind you of us when you feel lonely.
She pressed the bracelet tightly into Floopy's hand and hugged him tightly. Again, tightly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too much tightly, sorry. Floopy was touched and tried to hold his upcoming tears back. What?
Can he, how
not
can
how
he
you
hold
say it.
something back that still hasn't come up yet?
Floopy felt
Yes.
touched.
He was, oh yes.
He knelt down and hugged Lisa very tightly.
Of course.
Tightly! I'm so sorry. He attained her bracelet to his...
Attached.
He attached her bracelet
Very
to his
tightly.
wrist. Very tightly.
Yes,
And now turned one last time to face the door.
very tightly.
Thanks, Lisa. I won't feel alone with that. I'll come back and then we will continue your baking sessions.
Very tightly.
Starting with waffles together.
Yes.
Of course.
Oh, Lisa never
Baking.
learned how to make waffles.
Yeah, and she wanted to learn making waffles with Floopy. So maybe
Aww.
during the time when Floopy was in the
War.
war and never came back at some point, she just started, okay, maybe as a remembering or something. Or
Aw.
I will show Floopy when he comes back that I can bake waffles already to show him like how
Aw.
grown up I am. So maybe some thoughts
cute.
like this. With these words, Floopy walked out the door. Lisa and Walter waved after him, but he did not turn around anymore. He did not want them to see his tears streaming down his face.
Very tightly.
However, at the time I was not aware that something clicked in Walter's mind. Something that I will later learn on the dear battlefield of the war. It was...
Point.
Boom, squeak.
Ah, it's
Oh,
back.
sorry.
Ouch! Hey, you jerk! Get out of the fucking way! Oh man, now the tank is empty too. Ah, I'm having enough of this. That cannot be true. No, don't touch anything. It is not my fault.
What should I do if you keep bumping into people and now the tank is empty? Although we have already passed several gas stations. I thought tank it like in war tank, the huge panzer.
No,
That's
not
tank.
the tank.
The tank is empty.
You thought that he was remembering the war.
Yeah, der Panzer ist leer.
Or maybe. It's like a good
Oh, it's such a good
transition, kind of,
transition, yeah.
right? Because you hear like the boom, squeak and something.
Boom squeak. Ooh.
boom squeak.
Boom squeak. Ow.
Yes. By the way, it's now your POV reading. So.
Smiling juice.
There were fucking men eating giant tomatoes that drank gasoline.
What? What?
This is all what our story is about.
It's a swear word. It's not actual description, so I'm delighted.
No!
What? That would be...
It was only a swear word.
Ah,
Swear
great.
word.
Thank you. I am aware.
The birds are already flying away.
I disapprove.
Lucy added, oh, that's interesting. I haven't done that before. Now, we both need to say this together.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Shut your mouth over there.
Claire and Kay
You can continue.
said together to Lucy, He seemed to be very happy in the back seat, eating popcorn, drinking a Coke that was in the car, and apparently playing a video game on her phone.
We won't get any further like this.
Claire sighed and clasped her head on the steering wheel. Kay sat back and thought. They were all very... Oh no. I see. Kay sat back and thought. They were all very exhausted from the long night and have not yet been able to close their eyes. That irritates the nerves. Nobody seemed to care that an injured Flippy was lying next to their car. Flippy straightened up. His left side hurt and he was bleeding a little from his leg, and blood trickled down his head past his eye. He was fine, given the circumstances, and the adrenaline numbed the pain. He turned to the car and knocked on the car window while holding his left side with his hand.
There's one thing I want to add. You asked if you wrote down blood, and here's your answer.
Very tightly.
Yes. Very tightly. He held his side very tightly while blood was running down his face. Yeah, it's your butt. So what happened?
My wish happened.
Your
I
wish
hit
happened.
Floopy with the car.
Yeah.
That was my wish.
Her wish was that Claire, Kay, and Lucy are
Flippy
just,
Shoal hit him.
how's it called, collecting people.
Collect people with a
Yes.
car.
Yes, that was her
Corpses.
wish.
They're called corpses, not people anymore.
No.
Corpses.
It's,
Me. Hello?
it's Zombie Bear!
Claire yelled and Kay covered her eyes out of reflex. Flippy didn't know exactly how to deal with the situation, and still asked very politely the people who almost killed him.
Would you be so nice to take me with you now that you already hit me? It's a little passive-aggressive.
Claire and Kay looked at each other.
Well, we would like to do that, Mr. Zombie Bear, but unfortunately our tank is empty.
Claire
Our
said,
tank is empty. Sad
"We're
Claire.
out of fuel, you could say."
Yes.
Yes.
Flippy seemed offended
Oh, okay.
and looked at his feet, not knowing what to do. Kay looked outside the car on the ground, seeing a pile of dead tomatoes lying there. Suddenly, something seemed to occur to Kay.
I got an idea.
She turned to Lucy, who was playing a game upside down in the back seat.
Hey, Lucy, these are actually normal tomatoes, aren't they?
Lucy looked bored at Kay.
Yep. Just a little mutated. Nothing more.
That is the solution.
Kay got out of the car and opened the hood and the cap of the tank.
Do you know that although our country is apparently very resource unfriendly, our gasoline is mostly powered by fruits and vegetables?
I think this was something that we talked about, right?
Yes.
What's that called? Juice?
Juice? it's
Smiling juice?
it's fueled by smoothies.
Smoothie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Well, those are a deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Flippy was confused where this conversation seemed to be going, but Claire understood Kay's point in an instant and also went to the hood.
Oh, of course.
Let us try it.
Kay picked up a dead tomato plant from the ground and pressed it into the tank. The plant was absorbed into the tank and made a sound,
Very good. I checked the fuel gauge.
said Claire, and started the car. The fuel gauge seemed to have improved significantly and the car began to move, but stopped again.
It works, but we need more tomatoes. Let's go and get as much as we can.
Flippy had previously fought with the tomatoes, which is why there were a lot of dead tomatoes lying around. Claire and Kay collected these and filled the tank. Claire held a dead tomato plant in front of her face.
You know, I hate eating tomatoes, but sometimes they are not completely disgusting. These small walking tomato plants almost look cute. Do you think it is possible to adopt them?
Now, why is it going in that direction? I don't understand.
It was going very normal direction, and then it
Yeah.
was should we adopt
Take
small
this
tomato
present.
plants?
It almost looks like a dead tomato plant.
Yeah,
Don't you
Meck
agree?
is giving us dead plants.
From the graveyard.
Oh, there is a plane.
We have
and
to
the
feel
plane
the story.
flying
And the
by.
plane. It's just like the war.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Gustav.
the war.
The
V1
war.
and only.
Okay.
I don't understand. How can you say something interested Like, what would you like
Yeah,
to say
because
there?
she was like,
Kay said curiously.
yeah,
Why?
curiously.
Yeah, Casey
Interested in the
said,
topic.
curious, while filling the tank with a tomato, Claire held to her.
Good question. I also wondered if they would change the status of tomatoes then to animals instead of fruits. I will follow this political discussion when it comes up and I will tell you.
Yes.
Claire laughed.
Let's watch it together then.
Claire laughed. Ah,
I loved.
and checked the fuel gauge again. It was full.
Yes. Now we can go on. Mr. Zombie Bear, if you are still interested, we can take you along on our road trip. Where do you want to go? We actually wanted to go to the hospital.
Claire said and looked at Lucy, sitting now in the footroom of a class, playing a game. He seemed completely fine again and didn't seem to have any injuries. What
Yes.
is happening here?
Like Lucy is just sitting in the backside, and I'm always trying to like change her
Position.
position. She's like playing a video game in the backseat.
Flippy squeezed his side a little harder and said with a serious look,
Can you take me to the cookies estate?
Claire.
Oh, we actually wanted to go there too. That is Lisa's house, right? During the whole tomato situation, we completely forgot that we should meet Mindy there. Hopefully, she won't cancel our friendship contract. So,
Already did.
Already did. So I was thinking of a name for like
Yeah.
Lisa. How's it called? Second name? No, what is the name?
Surname.
Surname. So I thought Lisa Cookie.
Lisa Cook.
Lisa Cookie. But we can also change this
Yeah,
maybe
of
if you
course.
want to. Walter Cookie sounds a little bit weird.
What the cookie?
Walter Cookie. Or maybe it's cute. Okay.
Kay shivered at the thought.
Yeah, last time it was sheer horror to renew the contract. She actually got it signed by the public authorities, and luckily we only had to pay a fine to Mindy. Why do they still want to be friends with her?
Mindy needs her rent money. She has several. Like you vote Mindy like this.
Yeah, true.
That she is like stealing stuff and
Indicted.
Yeah.
smuggling fish, and
Smuggling fish.
now she also used the situation of the friendship contract signed
Yeah.
by the
To make
political
money out of
authorities.
it. Yes, of course. Because she's got some influent friends.
Yes, who knows? So
Yeah. So Claire looked a bit scared
don't remind me.
and turned to Floppy.
All right, get on, Mr. Zombie Bear. It will be an honor for us.
Floppy was relieved and sat down next to Lucy, who reluctantly had to make room in the back seat and curled up to continue playing her game against the left window.
Let's go.
Claire said enthusiastically, and they drove towards Lisa's house, while red tomato juice came out of the exhaust of her car. The wind seemed to become stronger and stronger, and the sky became red. While the morning after the long prom night begins.
Yeah, we only have one day after the prom night. Our story
Yeah.
plays everything in one night. And they are all very tired, by the way. So, what do you think until this point? It's not over yet, there will be one more POV, but
Only one more POV?
yes.
Okay. Oh, I know where I'm going with this.
Oh, you already have some ideas?
I'm
Yeah.
So
thrilled.
now all of them are on the way to Walter's house.
Yeah.
Is it a
Let's
good
see what will
idea?
happen.
What do you think? Oh, you wrote the chapter.
I
so
wrote this chapter,
Yeah.
but I don't know if this is a
you're
good idea,
prohibited
actually.
to answer now.
Yes.
Good.
But I have a wish for next chapter.
But you're right.
Okay, so the next POV, it will be my reading. And Meck, you
Yes.
will be reading Zen.
What an honor.
Because Sam had another wish and I want you to read it.
What?
You
Okay.
had another wish.
I don't remember.
Maybe you
okay.
will remember.
Okay.
And you're reading Paula. Because
Okay.
it will be now POV of Paula and Zen. Zen and Paula were traveling north, as Paula suggested. Zen tried to take paths where there were no tomato plants, but Paula just went through, and he had to save her several times. He was no longer quite sure why he did this. Paula was quickly distracted and kept stopping at burger shops or toy shops and admired the items all the time. They moved very slowly forward, and it started to annoy Zen very badly. So we have a very badly annoyed Zen.
Oh. I curse you, Jim DNA.
Yes.
Why?
Why is he cursing Jim DNA? This will be like
Jim
another...
DNA, is it a name or is it his
maybe,
DNA?
maybe his DNA, maybe a name. I will not give it
I
hints,
see.
you know.
Or some sort of parts or fragments of Jim's
Because
DNA
actually-
inside?
We did agree on a surname, and I used it in the last chapter, and it was Nasium. Mr. Nasium and the little annoying girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
therefore it's not a surname.
It's gymnasium, of course, it's
It's
gymnasium.
gymnasium.
Yes.
So, but yeah, you can think about it a little bit, but yeah. Now Paula stood in front of a pet shop and looked at a hamster.
Hamster.
At a hamster, shoveling some food into his small cheeks through a window. Paula gave the hamster a piercing look. Suddenly, a large human-sized tomato plant appeared behind Paula and wanted to swallow her, but fortunately Zen pulverized it with his remote control device that he now took from his hip. He stood next to Paula and looked rather bored at her.
Paula, is there a possibility that you can simply lead us to the secret electricity network that you talked about?
Zen tried to stay calm, but slowly his patience was running out. Paula ignored him and pressed her face against the glass pane, and looked at the hamster, who was now also staring back at her. Suddenly, she screamed happily
You look delicious.
and tried to open the entrance to the pet shop. Oh,
I wanna go home, Mindy.
no, we will continue this. This is the last straw. Paula said that she lead him to the secret electricity network, and if this were switched off, the tomato problem would solve itself.
Jim did it again. He apparently had a plan that went totally wrong. The mission was to destroy these people so that our people could take over this planet. We are the soldiers and have our mission. However, when our people arrive, they will be killed by a huge tomato army. And if these get bigger and bigger, they will probably kill us all as well. I have to prevent that. And Paula doesn't understand the seriousness of the situation. She's constantly distracted, always grinning stupidly, sometimes walks randomly in circles, and always wants to hug the tomato plants, even though they always want to eat them. Did she even understand that she has been a human and not a robot for 7 years? The worst part is that she ignores me, Zen, and now wants to eat a hamster. That's enough. I was nice enough to her.
Do you start to remember your wish?
I don't.
You don't! Okay. Zen grinds his teeth and presses a certain key combination on his remote control. A violet beam arises, which looks like a flashlight. He points the beam at Paula, who actually managed to find an open window and is now about to eat the cute hamster.
Oh no.
The window breaks and the beam... what?
The beam! What?
The beam.
Like the hamster beam!
The beam! The window breaks and the beam paralyzed Paula, who could no longer move. The hamster falls down from her hand and flees back into his house. Zen walks slowly through the broken window, learning his lesson from the last time, and approaches Paula. Paula looks a bit surprised at him, but still has a happy smile on her face.
Ah, so this is exciting for you, eh?
Zen's eyes twitched and gloomed dangerously wet.
Okay, we've played enough. Either you show me now where this secret electricity network is that you are talking about, or...
He thought for a moment what would be the worst fate for Paula. He smiled evilly and said,
You will never eat a single taco again in your life.
Paula's smile disappeared in a second and tears formed in her eyes.
No! Not my tacos!
Her voice was also like a little bit
Weird.
weird.
Yes.
No.
No.
On
Muffled, no? No,
muffled
not
on low
my
volume
tacos.
because she was like, how's it called? Paralyzed.
Yeah.
Not my tacos! Zen came very close to her face and looked threatening.
Well, then you show me the way to the secret electricity network. Now. And there will be no more distractions.
With his alien technology remote control, he could also move Paula while she was paralyzed in the violet beam and positioned her in front of him. Paula seemed to be enjoying to fly and almost forgot her task again.
Which way is it?
Asked Zen her last time before feeding her to some tomato plants. Paula thought about her tacos and was able to move only her arms
This way.
and showed in the direction of a remoted village. They finally seemed to be on the right track.
That's how it seems to be, but
Who
the
knows?
story continues.
Do you really not remember your wish?
Zen being mean, wasn't it?
Yeah, Zen being more sadistic.
Or
And I was
put-
thinking, okay, how can I make him more sadistic? Just annoying a lot.
You made it like sadistic, but in a cute way. Like,
Or did you want to put Paula on a diet?
no.
No? No.
Maybe he cares about her eating behaviors. But
Yeah.
yeah, I wanted to make him a little bit more mean and sadistic, and I think a good way is just to get him annoyed.
Yeah.
And I think your voice is like really good for this.
Yes.
Oofy.
Goofy.
We just
Yeah.
passed an hour.
Yeah, we just passed
So-
now. So, what are your thoughts on the chapter? Actually, not so much happened, I think, but
Oh.
I love the part with Walter and Floppy. And I like that you included my wish. Of course I did.
Wishes.
My wishes.
2 wishes.
And I think you did it very well. There were some little thingies, but that was Google Translate. And we're still learning, but you're getting better. And yeah, I liked it. I'm happy.
yeah, I'm really glad about it because when Google Translator translated it, I was like reading over it again just to, how's it called, make it a little bit better. And some phrases that I had in German don't
to
translate
make
well
sure
in
those
English.
will be still quirky.
So, for example, the whole romantic part between
Yeah.
Walter and Floppy, I totally rewrote in English because I was like, okay, I need to make it a little bit more romantically. and what I
it
wrote
was
in German was
nice.
not romantically, kind of. Like, her disheveled was not completely, like,
Sein Haar verstrubbelt. That's what it sounds like in German.
yeah, it sounds not so nice. So, yeah, but I'm really glad. I had a lot of fun writing this chapter, actually.
And I had a lot of fun reading it.
And I'm glad there's some more backstory for
So, characters.
Floppy's character distortion. And also the last part with Sadistic Zen really pleased me.
I know that this will please you.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to the next chapter. Perhaps.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
So what we have until now, like, we have a little bit more backstory. We know maybe where like the evil juice comes from.
Perhaps
We
we'll
have,
see
like,
some
a
more,
smiling juice.
some Italian friends.
Maybe we will see. Like we know that Italian, that our like Italian country in the story has a connection to our country, and maybe they are friends.
Yeah.
And help to fight the other country. Who knows? We don't know actually if we won the war. By the way,
Yes.
it's also a thing. Maybe we didn't won.
Oh, we didn't win.
We didn't win. Or the other country, I don't know. Or they are still in the war. Do we know that the war ends? I don't know it anymore.
I think it has ended.
Ah, yeah, it ended with the octopus.
In-
Mr.
in
Blobby
some
was
parts
responsible
of
for
the
ending the
world.
war, but we don't know yet how.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your wishes?
My wish. I want the microwave secret to be exposed.
Okay.
So because we talked about the microwave all the time, and you said that Walter said that something terrible will happen when the microwave is stolen or something.
Yeah.
So there seems to be something going on with the microwave, and you seem to have something in mind. So I
Yes.
want to see
Where this
some
is
Mindy
going.
and Jim action, because I will not write Mindy and Jim theory mostly.
Oh,
wait,
okay.
Because I like it when you write about it.
Mindy and Jill, like some
Jill?
dubious Jim sex change, like some
No,
sort.
no, no, no,
wait,
no,
one
no,
second.
no.
Some sort of I don't know, of a plot, you know? Perhaps to
Is
distract
this a
her?
wish we
I
accept?
can-
No.
I can. You like the idea of Mindy showing Jim how to be a human and showing him how to do makeup when they were young and stuff. I can do that. I can do that.
Ah.
Yes, I
This
can
is
do
how
it.
you can like,
Yes.
get his wish.
And,
like,
Yes,
and
of
call,
course.
call Jim Jill then.
Yes.
Ah, that would be nice.
So like Jim is learning from Mindy how to
Be
be a
human.
human, but a girl human.
Yes.
That's my wish then. Now it's settled.
It's
Oh, it's
settled.
settled. Okay, and I want to have the microwave secret.
And here are social media
Yes.
platforms.
First, I want to mention our YouTube channel because I'm very proud of it.
Yes.
Yes, I animated some stuff.
Handcrafted
And
animations.
yes,
That's true.
with my own 2 hands.
What? 2 hands? You need your 2 hands?
Yeah, very fatty fingers.
What?
And I think it's done very nicely, and we're also going to have some guest stars.
Yeah,
yeah.
Tia is becoming a guest star and everything.
Shout out.
Yes.
Shout out to Tia by wait.
Hello.
Hello.
Tia.
Not bye to you. Hello.
You also can pay us for your name to be exposed on the show. Here's our donation
Donation.
account. I don't know.
Donation platform.
Different platforms you can
We
give us
still
your
do
money.
get
Give us
by
your
this
money.
podcast.
We are also on Instagram and Tumblr. Where you can find us under Fiction After Lunch. And
We are on Twitter
Twitter.
we are Fiction and Lunch over there.
because we didn't have enough letters.
Yes.
Lettuce. No.
Lettuce. We didn't have enough vegetables for this.
Was there anything else?
No vegetables were harmed in the
we also
making
have
of
an
this
email,
episode.
which is fictionafterlunch@gmail.com. And do we have anything else, Meck? Your personal email address if people who are fans of you, which I already know, want to get in contact with you and have a date?
Of course, my email address is Secret Society of Not at no way at fbi.co.uk.
Perfect. I like your email address. I will write you an email then. Can we date?
No.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
He's waiting for other emails to come in.
No, don't do
Might come in handy. Who knows?
I shared with you my plush toys.
Oh yes, of course, I got my half.
Simon just going away.
Straight people, I don't understand.
Straight people. Okay, so what should be our last sentence?
We are at a graveyard, yay. Imagine walking
What about
past
here?
and hearing teenagers yell. We are not teenagers.
Anymore.
People yelling, we are at a graveyard, yay.
We are at the graveyard.
Don't drink smiling juice, that will kill you instantly.
No.
No, it's good.
It's good, but I like the graveyard thing actually.
Don't
Okay.
drink smiling juice on a graveyard, that might kill you
Yay.
instantly.
Okay. So, 3, 2, 1.
Don't drink smiling juice on a graveyard, yay.